Welcome back. In the previous video, we explored the first 5 Stoic rules for achieving true freedom, from letting go of the pressure to please others to staying focused on the present. But the journey doesn't end here. Today, we'll continue with the remaining 5 rules, profound principles to help you strengthen your confidence, set clear boundaries, and find inner peace even in the face of life's greatest challenges. If you're ready to continue building a life of freedom and meaning, let's dive into rule number 6. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. What rule has made the biggest impact on you so far? Let's get started. Number 6. Stop trying to please everyone. A Stoic guide to living authentically. Have you ever felt stretched thin by trying to meet everyone's expectations? The truth is, attempting to please everyone is not only impossible, but also a surefire path to exhaustion and losing yourself. Stoicism teaches us that true freedom and fulfillment come from living in alignment with our values rather than seeking approval from others. Epictetus, a renowned Stoic philosopher, said, "Care about what others think, and you will always be their prisoner." By letting go of people-pleasing tendencies, we can reclaim our time, energy, and sense of self. The problem with people-pleasing: it's unrealistic. No matter how hard you try, you can't satisfy everyone. People have diverse and often conflicting expectations, making universal approval unattainable. It drains your energy. Constantly seeking others' approval leaves little time or energy for what truly matters to you. It creates a cycle of stress and burnout. You lose your authenticity. When you prioritize others' opinions over your own values, you risk compromising your identity and becoming someone you're not. Stoicism encourages us to shift our focus inward, prioritizing our own principles and well-being over external validation. Embracing your own values. Living authentically begins with understanding what truly matters to you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Instead of trying to meet everyone's expectations, define your core values and let them guide your decisions. Practical steps to stop people-pleasing. Identify your core values. Your values are the foundation of your authentic self. By identifying what you stand for, you can make decisions that reflect your true priorities. How to apply. Take time to reflect and list the top 3 to 5 principles that matter most to you, e.g., honesty, growth, family, or creativity. Use these values as a guide when faced with requests or decisions. Set boundaries and stick to them. Boundaries protect your time and energy from being overextended. Saying no is not selfish. It's essential for maintaining balance and integrity. How to apply. Practice polite but firm ways to decline requests. "I appreciate the opportunity, but I need to focus on my priorities right now." Recognize that setting boundaries may disappoint some people, but staying true to your values is more important. Let go of the need for approval. Stoicism teaches that others' opinions are beyond our control and therefore irrelevant to our peace of mind. How to apply. When you feel tempted to seek validation, remind yourself, their approval doesn't define my worth. Focus on doing what you believe is right, even if it's not universally popular. Benefits of letting go of people-pleasing: increased confidence. By living authentically, you develop a stronger sense of self-worth and independence. Better relationships. True connections are built on mutual respect, not on trying to meet unspoken expectations. More time and energy. When you stop chasing external approval, you can devote your resources to what truly matters. Trying to please everyone is an exhausting and unattainable goal that only distances you from your authentic self. By embracing your values, setting boundaries, and letting go of the need for approval, you free yourself to live a life of purpose and fulfillment. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, be content to live your life in accordance with your own nature. Begin today by identifying your priorities, saying no to distractions, and reclaiming your energy for what truly matters. Number 7. Maintaining composure in difficult situations. A Stoic approach to inner strength life is filled with challenges, unexpected events, difficult decisions, and moments that test our emotional resilience. In these moments, our reactions often determine the outcome more than the situation itself. A rash or impulsive response can lead to regret, while a calm and measured approach allows us to navigate difficulties with clarity and resolve. Stoicism, a philosophy rooted in practical wisdom, emphasizes the importance of maintaining composure in the face of adversity. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment." This principle reminds us that while we may not control external events, we have complete control over our reactions to them. Let's explore the Stoic philosophy on composure, why it matters, and how to cultivate it in our daily lives. The importance of composure. Clarity of mind. When faced with a challenge, maintaining calm allows you to think clearly and make sound decisions. Emotional reactions often cloud judgment, leading to impulsive actions that may worsen the situation. Self-mastery. Composure is a hallmark of self-control. It demonstrates that you are not at the mercy of external events or emotions, but instead guided by reason and principle. Positive influence. Staying calm not only benefits you, but also those around you. In tense situations, your composure can inspire confidence and stability in others. In Stoicism, maintaining composure is not about suppressing emotions, but about mastering them. It's about responding thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. Understanding impulsivity and its consequences. The nature of impulsivity. Impulsive reactions are driven by raw emotions, anger, fear, frustration, that surge in the heat of the moment. While these responses are natural, they often lead to actions we later regret. For example, reacting with anger to a colleague's criticism may damage your professional relationship. Responding with panic during a crisis can escalate fear and hinder effective decision-making. Why impulsivity fails. Emotional distortion. Emotions can exaggerate the perceived severity of a situation. Hasty decisions, quick reactions often overlook critical details or long-term consequences. Regret. Once the heat of the moment passes, impulsive actions frequently lead to feelings of guilt or embarrassment. By contrast, maintaining composure allows us to step back, assess the situation objectively, and choose a response aligned with our values and goals. The Stoic perspective on composure. Stoicism teaches that while we cannot control external events, we have absolute control over our internal state. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This principle emphasizes the importance of composure as a tool for reclaiming power over our lives. Core Stoic practices for composure. Dichotomy of control. Distinguish between what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and what you cannot, external events. Focus your energy on the former. Mindful reflection. Before reacting, pause to consider whether your response aligns with reason and virtue. Acceptance. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth rather than viewing them as obstacles. Practical techniques to cultivate composure. Deep breathing. In moments of stress, deep breathing is a simple yet powerful tool to restore calmness. When we breathe deeply, we signal to our nervous system that we are safe, reducing the intensity of our emotional response. How to apply? Take a deep breath in through your nose for a count of 4. Hold your breath for a count of 4. Exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. Repeat this cycle until you feel your heart rate slow and your mind clear. This practice helps you regain control over your physiological response, making it easier to think rationally. Pause before responding. The Stoics advocated for creating a mental pause between stimulus and response. This pause gives you the opportunity to assess the situation objectively and choose a thoughtful reaction. How to apply? When faced with a challenge, pause and silently count to 10. During this pause, ask yourself, what's within my control here? And what response aligns with my values? Choose your response based on reason, not emotion. For instance, if a colleague makes a dismissive comment, instead of reacting defensively, take a moment to consider whether addressing the issue calmly or letting it go is the best course of action. Reframe the situation. Stoicism encourages reframing challenges as opportunities for growth. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." How to apply? When facing a difficult situation, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Or how can this challenge help me grow? Focus on the potential positive outcomes rather than the immediate discomfort. For example, if you're dealing with a demanding boss, view the situation as a chance to develop patience and resilience. Cultivate emotional awareness. Understanding your emotions is key to managing them effectively. By acknowledging what you feel without judgment, you can prevent emotions from overpowering your actions. How to apply? When a strong emotion arises, name it. I feel angry or I feel anxious. Reflect on the source of the emotion. Why am I feeling this way? Decide how to address the situation constructively rather than allowing the emotion to dictate your response. Real-life applications of composure in the workplace. Imagine you're in a meeting and a team member criticizes your idea. Instead of snapping back, you take a deep breath, listen calmly, and use the feedback to improve your proposal. In relationships, during an argument with a loved one, rather than raising your voice, you pause to consider their perspective and respond with empathy. In daily life, when stuck in traffic, instead of succumbing to frustration, you remind yourself that the delay is beyond your control and focus on enjoying a podcast or music. The benefits of composure. Better decision-making. A calm mind is more capable of assessing situations accurately and making rational choices. Stronger relationships. Composure fosters understanding and respect in interactions, reducing unnecessary conflict. Increased resilience. By responding thoughtfully to challenges, you build emotional strength and adaptability. Inner peace. Maintaining composure helps you stay centered, even amidst life's storms. Composure is not about suppressing emotions or pretending to be unaffected by challenges. It's about mastering your reactions, choosing reason over impulse, and acting in alignment with your values. As the Stoics teach, the power to maintain calm lies within us. By practicing techniques like deep breathing, pausing before reacting, and reframing challenges, you can navigate difficulties with grace and clarity. In the words of Epictetus, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Begin today by taking control of your reactions, cultivating calmness, and embracing the wisdom of Stoicism. Through composure, you unlock not only the strength to face life's challenges, but also the peace to truly thrive. So number 8, learning to say no, a Stoic guide to protecting your energy and focus. In a world that constantly demands our time and attention, the ability to say no is an essential skill. However, many of us struggle with this simple word, fearing we might disappoint others or miss out on opportunities. But Stoicism reminds us that our energy and focus are finite resources, and protecting them is key to living a meaningful and balanced life. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, wisely observed, "No great thing is created suddenly any more than a bunch of grapes or a fig. If you tell me that you desire a fig, I answer you that there must be time. Let it first blossom, then bear fruit, then ripen." This reminds us that to achieve anything meaningful, we must prioritize and nurture what truly matters. Saying no to distractions and unnecessary demands is how we create space for what's important. Why is it hard to say no? Fear of disappointing others. Many people worry that saying no will damage relationships or hurt someone's feelings, leading to guilt or regret. Desire to be liked. The need for approval often drives us to say yes to requests, even when they conflict with our priorities. FOMO, fear of missing out. The fear of missing opportunities can lead us to overcommit, even when those opportunities don't align with our values. While these concerns are natural, constantly saying yes to everything leaves us overwhelmed, scattered, and unable to focus on what truly matters. The Stoic perspective on saying no. Stoicism emphasizes that our time and energy are limited, and how we use them defines the quality of our lives. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This powerful reminder urges us to prioritize what's truly important and let go of distractions. Saying no is not about selfishness, it's about clarity. It's about recognizing your values and ensuring your actions align with them. By learning to say no, you protect your time, energy, and focus, allowing you to live with intention and purpose. Practical strategies for saying no. Set clear priorities. Knowing what truly matters to you makes it easier to decide when to say no. When a request conflicts with your goals or values, it becomes clear that declining is the right choice. How to apply. Identify your top 3 priorities, e.g., family, health, career. Use these priorities as a guide for evaluating new requests. If a request doesn't align, say no. For example, if your priority is spending quality time with your family, you might decline an invitation to an optional after-work event. Learn to decline. Politely but firmly. Saying no doesn't have to be confrontational. A polite but firm response shows respect for the other person while maintaining your boundaries. How to apply. Be direct but gracious. "Thank you for thinking of me, but I can't commit to this right now." Avoid over-explaining or justifying your decision, as it can weaken your resolve. For instance, if a friend asks you to join a weekend project that doesn't interest you, you might say, "I appreciate the offer, but I have other priorities this weekend." Accept that you can't please everyone. Stoicism teaches us that others' opinions are outside our control. Trying to please everyone is an impossible task that only leads to stress and dissatisfaction. How to apply. Remind yourself, I am not responsible for others' feelings or opinions. My responsibility is to act in line with my values. Focus on those who respect your boundaries rather than those who try to exploit them. Create space. Before responding. When faced with a request, it's easy to say yes impulsively. Giving yourself time to think ensures that your response aligns with your priorities. How to apply. Practice delaying your response. Let me check my schedule and get back to you. Use this time to evaluate whether the request aligns with your goals. For example, if a colleague asks for help with a project outside your scope, pause to assess whether it fits into your workload before responding. Real-life scenarios and how to say no. At work, your boss asks you to take on an additional task that doesn't align with your role. You might respond, "I'd love to help, but I'm currently focused on Project X. Would you like me to shift priorities, or is there someone else who can take this on?" In social settings, a friend invites you to an event that conflicts with your personal goals. You can say, "I appreciate the invite, but I need to focus on other commitments right now. Let's catch up soon instead." In family life, a relative asks for a favor that would overwhelm your schedule. Respond with, "I'd love to help, but I'm stretched thin at the moment. I can assist in a smaller way or recommend someone else." The benefits of saying no: protecting your energy. Declining unnecessary commitments preserves your energy for what truly matters. Greater focus. Saying no to distractions allows you to concentrate on your priorities and achieve your goals. Stronger relationships. Authentic relationships are built on mutual respect, including respect for each other's boundaries. Increased confidence. Learning to say no reinforces your sense of self-worth and control over your life. Overcoming the fear of saying no. If you struggle with saying no, it's helpful to reframe it as an act of self-respect rather than rejection. By protecting your time and energy, you're ensuring that you can give your best to the things that matter most. Remember, declining a request doesn't mean you're rejecting the person. It simply means you're prioritizing what's important to you. Saying no is a powerful way to honor your values, protect your time, and live authentically. By setting clear priorities, responding politely but firmly, and letting go of the need to please everyone, you can take control of your life and focus on what truly matters. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Start practicing today by evaluating your commitments and choosing to say yes only to what aligns with your values. In doing so, you'll find not only greater clarity and focus, but also a deeper sense of fulfillment and freedom. Number 9. Respect and understand others. Without dependence, a Stoic guide to healthy relationships. Relationships are a cornerstone of human life. They bring joy, comfort, and meaning, but they can also create challenges when we depend too heavily on others' acceptance or validation. A good relationship, as Stoicism teaches, should be rooted in mutual respect and understanding, not in dependency. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, wisely noted, "Don't hope that events will turn out the way you want, but welcome events in whichever way they happen. This is the path to peace." Similarly, in relationships, we must let go of the need for others' constant approval and focus instead on fostering genuine respect and empathy. This perspective not only nurtures healthier connections, but also preserves your sense of self. Let's explore the Stoic approach to respecting and understanding others without becoming dependent, and how to build strong yet balanced relationships. The problem with dependence in relationships. Loss of authenticity. When we rely on others' approval to feel valued, we may change our behavior, suppress our true feelings, or prioritize their preferences over our own. This dependency can erode authenticity, leading to frustration and discontent. For example, you might agree to plans you dislike or pretend to enjoy certain activities just to avoid conflict or win approval. Over time, this compromises your identity and creates resentment. Imbalance of power dependency often results in one-sided relationships where one person holds more influence than the other. The dependent individual may feel powerless, while the other may feel burdened or overly responsible for their happiness. Emotional volatility. When your sense of self-worth hinges on how someone else perceives you, your emotions become unstable. A minor disagreement or lack of attention can spiral into feelings of rejection, anger, or anxiety. Stoicism offers a way out of these patterns by encouraging us to focus on what we can control, our own actions and perspectives, while respecting others' autonomy. The foundation of respectful relationships. Respectful relationships are built on mutual understanding, where both parties value each other as equals. Marcus Aurelius captured this spirit in his Meditations. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. This gratitude for life extends to appreciating others as unique individuals with their own thoughts, feelings, and autonomy. Key principles of respectful relationships. Empathy. Without attachment. Empathy involves understanding others' feelings and perspectives without absorbing their emotions or letting their approval define you. Healthy boundaries. Boundaries protect your sense of self while fostering mutual respect. They ensure that relationships remain balanced and free from overdependence. Acceptance of differences. Respectful relationships embrace differences rather than trying to change or control the other person. How to practice respect and understanding. Without dependence, cultivate empathy, while staying grounded in yourself. Empathy is the ability to see the world through someone else's eyes. It's about listening and understanding without judgment, but Stoicism warns against losing yourself in the process. Practical steps. Listen actively. Focus entirely on what the other person is saying without interrupting or planning your response. Acknowledge their emotions. Validate their feelings with statements like, "I can see why you feel that way." Separate empathy from obligation. Understanding someone's perspective doesn't mean you have to agree with them or fulfill their requests. Example: a friend vents about a stressful situation at work. Instead of offering solutions or feeling responsible for their emotions, simply listen and provide support. Maintain healthy boundaries. Boundaries are essential for protecting your emotional well-being and ensuring relationships remain mutually respectful. They help you avoid overcommitting, overextending, or becoming enmeshed in others' lives. Practical steps: define your limits, reflect on what you're comfortable giving in relationships, time, energy, or emotional support, and communicate these limits clearly. Say no politely but firmly. Declining a request doesn't mean rejecting the person. Use statements like, "I'd love to help, but I'm unable to take that on right now." Enforce your boundaries. If someone repeatedly ignores your limits, address the behavior calmly but assertively. Example: a colleague frequently asks for favors that disrupt your workload. Politely explain your priorities and suggest alternative solutions without guilt. Accept that others are independent beings. Stoicism emphasizes that each individual has their own path and autonomy. You cannot control their actions, thoughts, or feelings, and trying to do so only creates tension. Practical steps: let go of control. Focus on how you interact with others rather than trying to manage their behavior or reactions. Practice non-attachment. Appreciate your relationships without becoming overly dependent on them for your happiness. Respect their choices. Even if you disagree with someone's decisions, honor their right to make them. Example: if a friend decides to move away for a job opportunity, express your support and gratitude for the relationship without clinging or trying to dissuade them. Build self-sufficiency. Dependence often arises when we look to others to fill gaps in our own self-worth or happiness. By developing self-sufficiency, you become less reliant on external validation. Practical steps: invest in personal growth. Pursue hobbies, skills, or goals that bring you fulfillment and confidence. Practice gratitude. Focus on the positive aspects of your life to reduce reliance on others for happiness. Strengthen emotional resilience. Use Stoic techniques like reframing challenges as opportunities for growth to manage your emotions independently. Example: after a disagreement with a partner, take time to reflect on your feelings and needs rather than seeking immediate reassurance from them. Real-life applications of respect and understanding. In friendships, you value your friend's perspective, but you don't feel obligated to adopt their opinions. This allows for open, honest communication without fear of judgment or dependency. In romantic relationships, you express your love and care for your partner while maintaining your individuality. You support each other's growth without losing sight of your own goals. In family dynamics, you respect family members' choices and boundaries while asserting your own. For example, you may decline a family gathering that conflicts with your priorities, knowing it doesn't diminish your love for them. The benefits of respecting and understanding. Without dependence, stronger, healthier relationships. Mutual respect fosters trust, openness, and balance in relationships. Greater emotional stability. Letting go of dependency reduces emotional volatility and enhances resilience. Increased self-worth. By valuing your own needs and boundaries, you build confidence and self-respect. Freedom to be authentic. Relationships based on respect allow you to be yourself without fear of rejection or judgment. Respecting and understanding others without dependence is a cornerstone of healthy and fulfilling relationships. Stoicism teaches us that while empathy and connection are essential, they must be balanced with self-respect and boundaries. By practicing empathy without losing yourself, maintaining healthy boundaries, and honoring others' autonomy, you create relationships grounded in mutual trust and genuine connections. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. Let this wisdom guide you in building relationships that enrich your life without compromising your individuality. In doing so, you will discover the beauty of relationships rooted in respect, understanding, and freedom. Number 10. Practicing gratitude, a Stoic guide to peace and fulfillment. In a world driven by ambition and consumption, it's easy to focus on what we lack: more money, better opportunities, or the latest gadgets. This endless pursuit of more often leads to dissatisfaction and a sense of incompleteness. Stoicism offers an antidote to this mindset through the practice of gratitude, a powerful way to cultivate inner peace and contentment by appreciating what we already have. Marcus Aurelius, a revered Stoic philosopher, advised, "Do not dream of what you lack. Instead, reflect on what you have and think about how much you would miss it if it were not yours." By embracing gratitude, we redirect our attention from scarcity to abundance, transforming our perspective and enriching our lives. Let's explore the Stoic approach to gratitude, its profound impact, and practical ways to integrate it into daily life. The importance of gratitude in Stoicism. Acknowledging life's gifts. Stoicism teaches us that much of what we have, health, relationships, opportunities, is not guaranteed. These gifts, often taken for granted, are precious and deserve our recognition. Reducing anxiety about what we lack. When we focus on what we lack, we fuel feelings of inadequacy and dissatisfaction. Gratitude shifts this focus to what we already possess, fostering a sense of completeness and calm. Anchoring in the present gratitude keeps us grounded in the present moment, where life truly unfolds. It reminds us that happiness is not a future destination, but a state of mind we can access now. By practicing gratitude, we align with the Stoic principle of accepting and appreciating the present, freeing ourselves from the unnecessary suffering of longing and regret. The science of gratitude. Modern psychology supports what Stoics have long understood. Studies show that practicing gratitude enhances mental health by reducing symptoms of depression and anxiety, strengthens relationships by fostering empathy and connection, improves physical health through better sleep and stress reduction. Gratitude rewires our brains, reinforcing positive thought patterns and helping us focus on the good in our lives rather than the challenges. Barriers to gratitude. Despite its benefits, practicing gratitude isn't always easy. Common obstacles include comparison. Comparing ourselves to others fosters feelings of inadequacy and envy, making it difficult to appreciate our own blessings. Entitlement. Taking things for granted, assuming they will always be there, diminishes our ability to value them. Negativity. Bias. Our brains are wired to focus on problems, which can overshadow the positives in our lives. Recognizing these barriers is the first step toward overcoming them and cultivating a mindset of gratitude. Practicing gratitude. A Stoic approach. Daily gratitude journaling. Writing down what you're grateful for each day is one of the simplest and most effective ways to practice gratitude. How to apply. Each evening, list 3 things you're grateful for. These can be big or small, a kind gesture, a sunny day, or a personal achievement. Reflect on why these things matter to you and how they enhance your life. Example: I'm grateful for the laughter I shared with a friend today. I appreciate the opportunity to learn something new at work. I'm thankful for my health and the energy it gives me. Shift. Perspective. Stoics encourage us to view challenges as opportunities and focus on what we have rather than what we lack. How to apply. When you find yourself wishing for something you don't have, pause and reflect on what you already possess that fulfills a similar need. Consider how you might feel if you lost something you currently take for granted, such as a relationship or your health. Example: instead of dwelling on the desire for a bigger house, appreciate the comfort and shelter your current home provides. Express gratitude to others. Acknowledging and thanking others strengthens relationships and spreads positivity. How to apply. Take time to thank someone who has impacted your life, whether through a kind word, support, or guidance. Be specific about what you're grateful for and how it has affected you. Example: a handwritten note or a heartfelt conversation expressing your appreciation can leave a lasting impression. Practice gratitude in difficult times. Stoicism teaches that even adversity offers opportunities for growth and learning. Practicing gratitude during challenging times builds resilience. How to apply. When facing a difficulty, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Or what positive outcome might emerge from this situation? Focus on the support or resources you have to navigate the challenge. Example: During a stressful work deadline, be grateful for the skills and experience that enable you to tackle the task. Cultivate gratitude through mindfulness. Mindfulness enhances gratitude by helping you fully experience and appreciate the present moment. How to apply. Spend a few minutes each day focusing on your surroundings, noting the beauty or comfort they provide. Engage your senses. Feel the warmth of the sun, savor the taste of your food, or listen to the sounds of nature. Example: while enjoying your morning coffee, take a moment to appreciate its aroma, taste, and the calm it brings to your routine. Real-life applications of gratitude. At work, instead of fixating on challenges or unmet goals, acknowledge the progress you've made, the colleagues who support you, and the skills you've developed. In relationships, focus on the positive qualities of your loved ones and the moments of connection you share, rather than dwelling on conflicts or unmet expectations. In daily life, appreciate small blessings like a beautiful sunset, a favorite song, or the simple joy of a good meal. The benefits of gratitude. Increased happiness. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's abundant, creating a sense of fulfillment. Stronger relationships. Expressing gratitude fosters trust, empathy, and deeper connections with others. Improved resilience. Gratitude helps you find strength and perspective during difficult times, reducing stress and promoting emotional stability. Enhanced health. Studies show that gratitude can improve sleep, lower blood pressure, and boost overall well-being. Gratitude is more than a fleeting feeling. It's a practice that transforms your perspective and enriches your life. By focusing on what you have, rather than what you lack, you cultivate a Stoic mindset that embraces abundance and resilience. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, do not think that what is hard for you to master is humanly impossible. Rather, if it is humanly possible, consider it within your reach. Gratitude is within your reach, and its rewards are profound. Start today. Reflect on 3 things you're grateful for. Express appreciation to someone who matters, and savor the present moment. Through gratitude, you'll discover that happiness isn't something to chase. It's something to recognize and embrace. We've just covered the final 5 Stoic rules for achieving true freedom. From learning to say no, respecting yourself and others, to practicing gratitude, these principles not only help you live a life of freedom, but also one of meaning and value. The key now is to apply these rules in your daily life. Remember, true freedom doesn't come from external circumstances, but from inner peace and self-control. Take action today to create the life you truly desire. If you found this video helpful, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more valuable content. Don't forget to share this video with anyone you think is also seeking real freedom and happiness. See you in the next video, where we'll continue exploring Stoic philosophy to help you live a more confident, free, and fulfilling life.